Harbor Freight is having a parking lot sale. And here's what we picked up. Alright, so what are all those supplies for? What we're trying to do today is turn this garage into a paint booth. Due to budgetary reasons, and because I want to get more experienced at it, I've decided to paint the RX7 project myself. So I need a good place to do that. So that's what this garage is going to become. Instead of putting up a tent or something like that, which might be a little bit cheaper, decided to do it in here because we actually have a pretty good layout for what I think will work really well. So let me show you that. Up above here in our garage, we have these rafters. And what I'm going to attempt to do is make a drop-down system from the rafters that will allow us to be able to put the booth up and down as necessary. And we also have this open graded door or security door. And so what we're going to do is use this area to pull ventilation. So I've got a lot of PVC pipe to make a frame, and hopefully it will be collapsible up and down so that we can still use the garage as normal, and as we need to, starting off with the FC project, we'll be able to pull cars in and do paint. And as you know, we plan to build many other cars on this channel, and maybe get friends involved. If we're successful and this paint booth works well, we'll be able to have a semi-permanent solution for doing those paint jobs. Pull the supplies out and then we'll get started. Okay, here's the spread of what we picked up. At Harbor Freight, we got a hose reel for, obviously, for the spray gun. We want to mount that up here on the ceiling. We got an inline industrial air filter. These were on sale, or this was on sale with that parking lot sale. And we've got plastic film, plastic sheeting, and some air filters, different fittings for this 300 feet of PVC pipe, and that is what we're going to use to make the frame for the paint booth structure. So I'm going to get cracking on this and give you guys step-by-step updates on how it's going through different stages of the project and if it's failing or going well. I can already tell you it's not necessarily the cheapest option. I think you can buy maybe a tent or something, and well, we'll see. I'll compare it near at the end. All right, so we got the very first section. This is going to be where the filtered air is pulled in. So we got 6 filters along here, and that'll be the base of this section of the booth. So a little bit of progress, and so far it's working pretty decent. All right, so we got the first section kind of mocked up here, and this is the general idea. So these pieces go up top all the way to the top beam, and they come down. Jeff, can you try and show how one of them goes up as well?
Yeah.
And then we need to get the plastic film put on the outside of this and in this gap here. And so then it just goes back up onto the beam there and collapses away. So this garage door isn't going to have a wall, but we still have to do this one and this one. You having fun there?
Yep.
All right. Well, we've got these uprights pretty much taken care of. Have a little bit of problem solving to do up in the corner over here, but both of us have dinner plans tonight. So I'm going to wrap things up for today. Tomorrow we're going to finish up. Jeff will be in school, but I'm going to finish up and put the film around and show the final project. So it's actually, I think it's going to work really well, so I'm pretty excited. All right, we'll catch you back up tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. What I want to start with working on this morning is getting plastic put up on the top part, the rafters, so I can start to see how it's going to work out with the vertical pieces that go down from those rafters. So I'm going to get started on that, throw you up on the time lapse, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so I got these sections put up on the roof here, rafters rather. It actually took a lot more time than I thought it would. Just getting up and down off the ladder and repositioning each time is really a pain, but it's coming out pretty good. I need to get the vertical sections set up. To do that, I'm going to use these trim boards down here, and with those trim boards I'm going to attach the length of film that we need to go from top to bottom and screw them all in up top. And then I'm going to use some more PVC pipe to make it so they can roll up. But I'm realizing very quickly that I'm going to need 2 people at least, and at least 2 ladders to get up and down. So with the whole piece as one. So I'm going to see if I can enlist the help of my dad. If not, I'll have to wait till Jeff gets home from welding school. Okay, so I was able to get my dad to stop by for a little bit, and boy, what a difference. With 2 people, we were able to easily hang the plastic sheets that we needed. So we wrapped them around some trim board and put that trim board up at the very top and screwed it into the rafter. So what that's allowing us to do is I'm about to build the bases and make everything so it just rolls right back up. Alright, so I was able to get some bungee cords installed as well as a PVC pipe that ran along the length of the bottom of the sheets we put up, and I was able to roll them up and retract them just as I had hoped. So far so good. Take a look here. So there's just a bungee cord holding this one up, and I was able to retract that one up over there as well. So it's getting pretty late. This is taking quite a bit longer than I thought it would, but that's okay because it's going well. So I'm going to shut it down for tonight, pick this up tomorrow. I'm just going to try and get cleaned up and see if I can open the garage. That's an important part of this whole project. Okay, I just plugged back in the garage door opener. So now is the moment of truth. Oh, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Whammies, whammies. Oh, geez, that was not hanging low enough. Dang it, but close. Nothing broke though. That's the good news. Okay, second attempt worked fine. Got it up, no problem. So, alright, that's it for tonight. Alright, I'm back working on the garage paint booth project. I am in the backyard. It's very beautiful out today. But what I'm going to be working on now, if you can see right behind me here, is the intake fan setup for the booth. I've got these 3 box fans, and I'm going to use this spare fence wood to make a box around them that I'm going to use to mount them high up in the rafters so they can pull air in and over what we're going to be spraying in the booth. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down to size, make a little box for them, and then get those mounted up. Okay, so finished up with the fan box assembly. Here it is. You can see the filters in the back here. It's running right now. And the fans all along the front. So now to get it mounted up in the garage where the paint booth will be. Alright, so here I've got the air box mounted up right up here, and you can see I've already got some of the parts that we're going to be painting prepped here. Stay tuned for that. However, Next thing I need to do is get this retractable air hose, and I want to mount it up here so that as I'm painting it can come down and not be hanging around on the floor where it can get in the way. So I'm going to do that and set up the air compressor with the filters now. Alright, so I got the reel hung up here, and it is actually connected. Ran the line through there and it goes out the side door, and I'll show you that compressor setup in just a moment. Alright guys, so excuse this side of the house, it's a little bit disused and dirty, but here I have my compressor hooked up to straight to the outlet. This is the chicken coop, by the way. If anybody's wondering why you can always hear chickens in the videos, that's where they are. Anyway, got the compressor hooked up through a 3/8 inch line, going to this filter here, then from this filter another 3/8 line, goes all the way, loops around here just for some extra cooling and water collection, and then right into the garage through here. So now I'm going to go ahead and go inside, get all the sides dropped down, do a little bit taping, and show you the finished product with the spray gun attached, and I might do a little painting. Alright everyone, and here we go, inside the paint booth. It's not perfect, but hopefully it does what I'm intending, which is, like I said, 80% of the paint job for 20% of the cost. And it might be even better than that. The fan's running up here, sorry if it's a little loud. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video about making the paint booth. Coming up soon are videos of the actual painting happen. I think I'm going to start today painting a few parts, just because I'm chomping at the bit to try this booth out, see how it goes, see if it needs any adjustments. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for future content. Not only painting, but the entire FC build and more cars to come. See you next time.